Hey, what's up, everyone? Uh, First of all, I want to welcome you to the fall semester. My name is Rick Epps. I'm your professor of political science here at Bureau Valley College. I'm also the president of the Academic Senate here. And I want to welcome you. For many of you, I know it's your first semester here on campus, so I hope that you find that your time here is rewarding and valuable, and that the people that you interact with, the students that you get to know, as well as us, the faculty, that you will find that experience to be valuable. I can tell you over the years, I have many students who continue to be longtime friends, and I've watched them grow and soar from being a 17, 18-year-old student to being graduates of top universities and going on to do amazing things. So I also hope that's what your wish is. But whatever your goal is, I'm certainly here to make sure that I do my part to help. I know we are in unusual times with COVID-19 and with all the social movements that are going on, but this is the time that really helps people uh, find who they are inside. And I think that's a powerful message. So even though things aren't perfect, life isn't perfect. So for you to be able to start school in this fashion, which is completely unnatural, um, it's also a good lesson because it's going to help you later on in life when you have to face adversity. And how we handle these things says a lot about us. So we'll get through it. Um, and hopefully in the process, you're going to learn a lot about what happens not only at my class, but other classes as well. So my political science class is a very direct class. It's a class where I share with you a lot of things. I have a lot of video clips to share with you. I wish we were in class for some of you because I like to see the look on the students' faces when the light bulb comes on or when I share all types of shocking and things that are challenging to look at. But I also feel like it's very important. It's important that you understand how we got to be where we are, why the country is in the shape it's in, uh, and what we can do to change it. Every generation has its own legacy, and we have ours to write as well. And so, for you, in your generation, it's your chance to be able to have a voice in this what we call democracy. Throughout this time, and in my class, and throughout every module or week session that we go through, you'll see where I challenge you with lots of different kinds of questions, particularly in our discussions. Um, and what I'm looking for there is really for you to say what you think and to have an opinion. And you don't have to be the expert, but you should have an opinion about some of these things as you read through the chapters and start to develop and grow. Uh, and for many of you, by the way, this is the first time you'll get a chance to be able to sort of uh, figure out for yourself what your politics are, whether where you stand and how you feel and sort of how you see the world will be dictated. Excuse me, as I'm getting stuff off my desktop that keeps popping up. By the way, I like to run this organically, and you'll see even through my video lectures, which are mostly just me going through PowerPoint, so you don't see my face so much, but you'll be hearing my voice. I keep it real and simple. I'm just like, hey, if it's not here in my backyard, if planes fly over, they fly over. If I stumble through a few words, I stumble through a few words. I just want you to see me in my real way. So that's why I don't script it and make it all perfect and pretty. I just want you to see it as I am. Um, so as for most of you, as I was saying, this is your first time to really sort of be able to think outside of your parents' box. Most of us start forming our political ideas around your age, and so 17, 18, 19 for most of you. And a lot of times before then, your base of belief comes from your parents. And sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't because their world and when they grew up in is maybe very different than the world you have to live in. So respect the fact that you have your own story to write, and the things that are going to be important to you and your future and your families may be different than your parents because this is not the world of 1990 or 1980 or even 2000. So I hope that you'll take something away from this. I try to operate from the concept that most of you are not poli-sci majors, but it's important that you take something away from every class that you take at this campus. So I don't expect you to be the expert, but I definitely want you to be conscious, and I want to make sure you vote and that you vote consciously, not just listening to whatever you hear on the news or who's saying it to you, because sometimes we'll listen to information and then we'll forget that the information that's being told to us is being told from a certain perspective. And so you have to take that with a grain of salt, right? You can't just take things literally. You have to sort of double check to make sure they're true. This is also what our founding fathers wanted us to do, to make sure that the people who are giving us information are doing it truthfully. Uh, so, along the way, I'll be popping in and out. I'll probably have some more videos for you along the way, checking in on you. I don't do that necessarily in the video lectures because I really be focused on what I'm saying and watching the video clips that are in there, and most of them are embedded. Then the rest of it will be time when we'll just be sharing, and I'll come back in and out and have feedback. We'll have an open office hour space where it'll be almost like my hangout room, and you'll be able to just come in anytime you want during that hour. And if you have questions, general questions, you can ask all you want. Then I'll be answering those to all the class. If you have personal information or private time you would need with me, just shoot me a quick email, and I'll set up private time with you, whether we do it through Zoom or a phone call. I'm a big advocate of communication, so it's really important that you communicate with me what it is if something's going on with you. Don't wait till the last minute, and certainly don't wait till after the fact unless there's an emergency. But if you have something going on that's serious and you need me to help or intervene or to do whatever I need to do, you need to communicate and let me know. And I know it's harder when you don't have a person directly that you have built a relationship with, at least not physically. So I'm here. I'm really all about my students, and I'm here to help you. But as as I say every semester to my students, you earn the grade you get. I don't give you a grade. I set the parameters of where the grades are, and then you have to basically meet them. So I try to make, not a quantity of work, but a quality of work. So I'm looking for you to be able to do your part and to do the work I ask and to do it on time. Which is good for you and says a lot to me that you make that effort. If something is impeding you doing that, then please let me know immediately. Also, if I have any students with disabilities, or where you've gone to our services on campus or you've contacted them, please send me information so I'll know how much time is allotted to you, or they will send me information once you talk to them. Please do that ASAP so that when you start taking the quizzes and different things that are timed, which aren't very many things, but the quizzes are, that I need to know how much time to allocate for you in those quizzes, okay? I also believe firmly in starting the semester slow. So the first week particularly, is just an orientation week. I just want you to go in, look around, get your feet wet. And then after that, we'll start into the first chapter, which is just kind of, again, getting your feet wet. We'll pick up speed as we go, but I don't expect you to start to hit the ground running and going crazy. It takes a while to get going and get your books and get all situated. You can also contact the bookstore regarding that. You can also get them online, the ebook. They're all very expensive. I made sure that the book that we use, which I think is an outstanding book, that you have access to it, and the access is cheap. You can even rent it, I think, for like $30, or you can get used copies for probably not much more than that too. So I'm excited about the semester. I don't really care about the fact that if this is just how it is. It's just how it is. So we're gonna get through this, have some fun, learn some stuff, and let's make it a fun semester. You guys take care. I will see you in the back end. Take care.